So yesterday I stopped here with multi-tenant architecture, right? I stopped with multi-tenant architecture. I told you yesterday about what is multi-tenant architecture all about. So multi-tenant architecture is nothing but so single database with metadata, right? We have multiple metadatas available here. Single database with multiple metadata, right? Now you can see here, see the example here. So the client, we have, see the this is an example for multi-tenant architecture, right? We have three clients, client A, client B, and client C. So client A is going to connect through the common platform. They're going to connect to his metadata, right? Client B is also going to connect to the common platform and going to connect to its metadata, right? No mess up will happen here, right? No mess up will happen. Everything will be connected according to its own metadata, right? So for each and every client, they will be given a 15-digit ID, or it is called organization ID. So every every tenant, right? Every client will be given 15-digit ID. Using that ID, they tend to connect with your database. That is your metadata. I told you what is metadata. Metadata is all about data about data. We tend to connect with the metadata here. Right? So each and every client will connect to it with their own metadata. No mess up will happen. All it is, it has a full security. Right? So now coming to that is multi-tenant architecture. What is multi-tenant architecture? Right? Multi-tenant architecture, there is one common application service to multiple clients. So like multi-tenant architecture is that one common application service to multiple tenants. Just now I shown you. So one common application. So it has been used by multiple tenants here. It has been used by multiple tenants. Right? One common application shared by multiple tenants. But developer can create an application, upload it onto the cloud and share it with the multiple clients. So developer can create any application, he can upload it on the cloud and share the multiple clients, right? They are able to share it. So that's what you are seeing here. So the developer has developed the application, it has been shared with multiple clients. Now they are using this application, right? So now the major advantage of multi-tenant architecture becomes cost effectiveness. It becomes cost effective now, right? Because the application is shared by multiple clients. The application has been shared by multiple clients, right? So main advantage of multi-tenant architecture is that it is going to be cost effectiveness, right? The application is shared by the multiple clients. So application is being shared by multiple clients. The development and the maintenance cost of the application will be shared with each and every client, right? It will be shared among the clients. So like this makes the application very economical per client, and developer or provider wants to make any update. So it will be updated centrally, right? Automatically, all the updates will happen to each and every client seamlessly. So all the application update will happen. So the developer or provider will try to update at a particular centrally they will try to update it, right? Automatically, what happens? The update will reach each and every client who is using the same application, right? Even the same thing happens in a mobile also, right? In the laptop also, right? Whenever we tend to get an update, whenever we hit an update, automatically getting updated. Whoever is having the same laptop, who is having the same configuration, they tend to get that application. They tend to get the update here. With similar way here also, we get the update here. Similar way, we also get an update here. Got it? Now coming to metadata. What is a metadata? Already I told you, metadata is nothing but data about the data. The Salesforce platform follows the metadata development model. Salesforce is providing, right? It is providing a platform. It allows you to use the metadata model here, right? Salesforce stores the metadata in the shared database along with the data. So it is storing the metadata in the shared database. Just now I showed you. It means that it stores the data as well as what the data is going to do. It stores the data and also stores what the data is going to do. It is going to store the information also about the data. As we can see in the below diagram, the tenant specific data ensures that common data is only shared within the tenant. The common data is being shared within the tenant, not with another tenant or group, right? The common data is being shared with the tenant, not other tenants' data will be shared here. This ensures that security will be maintained here in the shared database, right? All the issues has been resolved, right? All the data is stored in a different level in the form of a metadata here. It will be stored in the form of metadata. Whereas, so this is the architecture, right? So it is a tenant specific metadata, common metabase here, right? It is in the shared database, right? This is a web browser. So using a runtime engine, we are going to connect with your tenant specific metadata, right? So like this is a web browser here, you're going to use a common application. Using a common application, you tend to share with your, you're going to connect with your tenant specific metadata, right? You're going to connect with the common metabase. That is, you're going to connect with your data. Your own specific data, you're going to connect. Got it? So like metadata, like already I showed you these a picture also, like we have three clients, client A, B, and C, sharing a single database, right? The client will have an access to their own metadata from the shared data. So each client will have a separate metadata. I told you all this thing, right? Each and every client will have a separate metadata, right? See here, client A is having a separate metadata, client B is having a separate metadata, client C is having a separate metadata. Got it? We have different separate metadata is available for each and every client. Got it? So, right, this ensures that you don't get into someone else's metadata. You will not get messed up. So, sir, this is going to be 1 hour time, IST time. So, IST time starts from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So, at the max, it'll go with 10:25 to some extent. So, accordingly, you can see your New York time. Yes. So, I don't know exactly what is New York time because, right, I'm in India right now. So, I tend to connect by 9 p.m. here. Right, it goes with 1 hour timing, right? Got it? Is it audible, right, for everyone? Is it audible, right, for everyone? Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Fine. So now, thing is that we are discussing about the metadata. The metadata is nothing about the data, right? So each and every client will be shared with their own metadata, right? So thing is that the developer just needs to create the application and deliver the application to the respective client metadata. So the developer will try to develop the application and deliver the application with respect to client metadata, right? Just now I showed you here, right? I showed you the example also. Now see here. So being a developer developing an application and giving to its client, respective client. The respective client will be connected with their own metadata. Got it? So this is an example for metadata. Got it? So now the next one is like we are going to discuss about API. There is which is nothing but application programming interface. API is called as application programming interface. Got it? So it is a meta-driven model, allows the developer to create their application easily with the help of various tools. So developer will try to develop this API, right? So with the help of API, I can able to integrate, I can modify, I can do any kind of application. I can able to with the help of API, I can able to develop it, right? Sometimes developer needs some more functionality, right? They need some more functionality for their app to make some modification. Yes. Any other problem? Fine, it's okay. Okay. So New York time is going to be 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Okay. Okay, done. Okay. I understand. So you right thing is that, right? So like some developers need some functionalities for their apps to make some modification here. So to make such modification, Salesforce provides a powerful API here. Salesforce has a lot of API. API is called as application programming interface. Got it? With the help of application programming interface, I can able to develop. I can able to create a new functionality. I can develop. I can integrate it. Right? What not I can do with the API. Right? So the API helps the developer to customize the application, right? Allows the various bits of programming to interface with each other and trade off. Without knowing many details, we can able to connect our application with other apps, right? Without knowing any information, I can able to connect with the other apps. I can able to connect with other application also. Like you want to integrate and you want to fetch the data from SAP, I can do that with the help of API, right? So for a developer, will try to use this API and they will customize the functionality accordingly, right? So this API will be very helpful for the developer to access the app right from anywhere, from any location. They can able to develop, right? Now we are going to discuss about the edition. What are the editions available? So when it comes to Java, even Java has a lot of editions, right? When it comes to Java, like Python, right? So we have a lot of editions. Similar way, Salesforce also has a lot of editions here. We have something called Lightning Essential, Lightning Enterprise Edition, Lightning Professional, Lightning Unlimited Edition, and Developer Edition. So these are the different types of edition, right? You have it. We have something called Lightning Essential, Lightning Enterprise Edition, Lightning Professional, Lightning Unlimited Edition, and Developer Edition. These are the different editions we have. Let me see one by one what is Lightning Essential. So the essential, Lightning Essential, right? You can able to use CRM application. You can able to build or you can be able to use CRM application, but only maximum 5 users can able to use it. Maximum only 5 users can able to use it. Whereas coming to Lightning application, you can able to use, you can develop your CRM application, right? You can use your declarative and programmatic access is also provided here. So you're going to use declarative method and you're going to use point and click method and you're going to use programmatic access is also given, right? So any number of users can able to connect here in Enterprise Edition. Whereas in Lightning Essential, only 5 users can able to access. But here you can able to develop you can able to access your CRM application. You can have your declarative. You can able to use declarative application. You can do your programmatic, right? You can able to do programming. How many number of users can able to connect? Any number of users can able to connect. Whereas coming to Lightning Professional, right? It's a professional, right? So this this edition is designed for those organizations who need access to complete CRM, right? In this edition, we will be able to use declarative application, but you will not be able to use your programmatic, right? So programmatic access will not be used. Only Visual Force page, that is a front end. Only here in Lightning Professional, I can be able to use only the front end. Visual Force page is nothing but the front end. You can develop your front end application using Visual Force page. But here, any number of users, right? Any number of users can work on this edition. Any number of users can be able to work on this edition. But coming to unlimited edition, right? You have an access to CRM application, you have an access to declarative method, you have an access to development, right? So hundreds and 100 people can able to access it here, and 24/7 support would be given, special training would be given, developer assistant would be given, right? For all these things, so such cases if you need all these things, then you have to go for unlimited edition. Right? For this, you have to go for unlimited edition. Whereas coming to developer edition, in case you want to develop your application, in that case, you're going to take only developer edition. So you're going to use your APIs here, right? So you tend to integrate with other application. You're going to develop your new tool, and you're going to develop a new application. For such cases, you go for developer application. So developer edition also provides access to many features, which is available in the enterprise edition, right? So developer edition is same like enterprise edition. Whatever enterprise edition is doing, that we can able to do here. Along with that, I can use APIs for developing my application, right? So these are all the different types of edition that we have. These are the different types of edition that we have, right? We have different types of edition that we have it. So now we'll go for pricing and edition, right? So now see here, we have already discussed about essential, professional, enterprise edition, and unlimited edition. So per user, right? In the real time when I'm going to use it, right? You have to purchase all these things. You have to purchase the edition, right? You have to purchase the license and so on, right? So think what you do, right? So whether you go for essential, you go for professional, you go for enterprises, you go for unlimited, you're going to decide depends upon the company needs, right? So it is going to be essential edition, right? For sales and support application, per month they charge about $25. Whereas coming to professional edition, it charges about $75, right? Whereas coming to enterprise edition, it will be charged with $150. Whereas coming to unlimited edition, they're going to charge with $300. And in case you want to get into like right. So the thing is now in case you want to know about this editions and pricing, or you just go and search Salesforce pricing and editions. So here I get Salesforce.com edition and pricing. Click on here. So Salesforce product and pricing, right? Say here we have marketing, commerce, Tabla, right? Microsoft, like all this thing. But here you want to know about the products, right? So now what I'll do, I'll click on Sales Cloud. When I click on Sales Cloud, you can see under Sales Cloud, we have Starter, right? And then we have Professional, Enterprise Edition, Unlimited Edition, right? So when it comes to Starter, right? So now this edition has been changed here, right? Essential has been changed as Starter. Essential has been changed as Starter. So Starter goes with $25, Professional goes with $80, Enterprise Edition, if you take Enterprise Edition per month, it is chargeable, right? It is charged for $165, right? For Unlimited Edition, it will be charged with $330, right? Similar way, and go with the Service Cloud. We have different clouds, right? I told you we have different clouds available here. We have different clouds, right? So when I click on Service Cloud, so same for Service Cloud also. You go with Starter, Professional, Enterprise Edition, Unlimited Edition, right? Go for Starter Edition, you go with $25. For Professional Edition is $80. For Enterprise Edition is $165. For Unlimited Edition, so it is going to be $330. But initially, it is free of cost for 1 month. Later, it is being charged, right? Similar way, we have Marketing Cloud, Commerce Cloud, and so on, right? So for each and every clouds, we have different editions here. So like for marketing, we don't have different edition. So they'll try to take the requirement and based on that, they will be charged. Now see here, for Marketing Cloud, we don't have any editions, right? We have Data Cloud for marketing, loyalty management, Marketing Cloud, account engagement. So we have different, each and every option, right? We have different editions here, right? Depends upon the requirement, they will suggest you for the edition here, right? So you can, in case you want to get the details about edition, you can go to salesforce.com, edition and pricing. You can search for it and you can get the details about the edition here. You can get the details about the edition. Got it? So this is all about the edition here. Salesforce edition and pricing. Right now, next one, we're going to discuss the license. We're going to discuss about the license. Already I told you that I told you about the license, right? Yeah, like depends upon like each and every edition, it has a limitation, right? When it comes to like when you take an professional enterprise edition, right? Yes, you can so many users, any number of users can able to use it, right? Even when you go with the enterprise edition, like unlimited edition, any number of users can able to connect it. There is no any limitation for unlimited edition. Yes. So whereas coming to starter, when going to starter edition, only 5 users can able to connect. And only 5 users can able to log in. Yes. When come to starter edition, only 5 users can able to log in. Only CRM application you can do. You have an access only for CRM application, not more than that. Right? When you go with developer edition, you can develop and you can a combination of enterprise edition, you can use it. So that is depends upon the requirement. You're going to select the editions here. Depends upon the requirement. Got it? Right? Have you understood? Any doubts? Any doubts? Any other doubts? Yes, you have any doubts? You're asking years. Means years, right? So this is $25 is per month. So every month you're going to pay $25. Yeah, you can use company email ID. Yes. Means I cannot able to understand, right? It's a name of the user, like it'll be yeah, it'll be name of the user only, correct? Yeah, obviously. It is going to be the name of the user. It is going to be the name of the user. Right. Now we're going to discuss about Salesforce license here. So what are the licenses are available? Like we have something called Salesforce license, community license, platform license, charter license, all the different types of license are there. So many licenses are there, out of which I have listed out only some of the license. Now, say for example, so here there is a user called Sam, right? The another user called Ram here, right? Likewise, here Vishnu is here, right? Kasi is here, right? Likewise, we have different users here. Now, what are the platform that we have? We have a CRM platform, Host.com platform, we have community cloud, chatter cloud, right? So Sam is taking Salesforce license. When Sam is taking Salesforce license, he has an access to all the platform here. He can use everything. He can be able to use CRM. He can connect with Host.com. He can connect with community cloud. He can work with chatter. Right? You know what is chatter? Chatter is nothing but chatting with multiple users. Right? It's like a community. Right? So like when you purchase only community cloud, you've been allowed to use only community cloud, right? Whereas coming to Ram, you can see he's purchasing the Salesforce platform license. Here he can able to use he can able to connect with Post.com, he can able to connect with community cloud and chatter cloud, but not he has no access to CRM. He has no access to CRM here. Got it? So whereas coming to chatter license, when you take chatter license, so you'll be connected only with chatter, not with anything else, right? So by default, when you take any edition, there'll be 5,000 chatter license will be available. When you take unlimited edition, 5,000 chatter license will come with default. Right? So apart from that, you want to purchase a chatter license, you can purchase it. Got it? So when you purchase unlimited edition, 5,000 charter license will be provided to you so that you can make use of it 5,000 charter license here. Got it? So Salesforce license, when you select Salesforce license, right? So that case, you will have all the access, right? You being a developer, you're called as a developer, you're called as an administrator, you have full access. You can do anything, right? But whereas coming to community license, whereas coming to platform, Salesforce platform license, whereas coming to charter license, it is been limited, right? Like what Salesforce has, all the you can able to access everything. Similar way, they cannot able to access. Others cannot able to access it, right? It has a limitation. Got it. But now we are going to log into your Salesforce.com. So when you log into your Salesforce.com, this platform is free for you, for your practice, right? Here, they provide two Salesforce license. They provide two Salesforce license. One automatically will be assigned for you. The other one will be there. Again, that also you might use it for some other purpose, right? So likewise, any number of licenses are there so that according to your requirement, you're going to use it, right? You're going to purchase and use it. So, but here we have been provided a Salesforce platform license, Post.com license, right? So for like we have 4 to 5 licenses here, right? But so say when you select Salesforce license, you have full access to everything. By default, you get a full access. Got it? So let's see here Salesforce license designed for those users who need to access both CRM application Force.com platform. Whereas coming to platform license, right? Who need access to only Force.com. When you go with platform will go only with Force.com is a platform, right? You have an access only for Force.com. So user with license cannot access CRM application. Those users who are using who purchase this platform license, they cannot use CRM, right? So similar way, community license meant for community, right? Community purpose. So you can create cells in Salesforce. There are a lot of communities are available, right? So a lot of communities are available. You can also create a community, right? So this license designed for customer, partners, and retailers to log in and to make the self-service. A charter license, you can chat and you can exchange your information, right? You can design a charter portal and everything, right? So this license designed for those who do not have a Salesforce license but need to access the charter, right? So likewise, we have different licenses available here. And coming to environment, we have different environments are available. We have production environment, development environment, testing environment. Production environment meant for production, right? It stores the data for running your business logic, whereas coming to development environment helps us to develop your application, right? So the developers will try to develop the application without affecting the production environment, right? Whereas coming to testing environment, so it helps us to test your application. So without affecting the production environment, it is going to help us to test our application, right? So here, what kind of instance we are going to use? We're going to use force.com instance we are going to use. So coming to environment, we have three different types of environment. We have production environment, development environment, testing environment. We do have it, right? We do have these three environment here, right? We do have these three environment, right? I told you about all these three environment here. Coming to sandbox, right? So sandbox is a separate license, right? Here we don't have when you're going to use your pre-production environment, we will not be allowed to use sandbox, right? Sandbox is separate license. You have to purchase a separate sandbox license here, right? What is the use of sandbox? Sandbox environment is created for several purposes like training, for testing purpose, for deployment, for development, right? For everything, right? So whatever you can able to do with production environment, you can even the production environment, you can connect with sandbox. It is possible, right? Without affecting the data and configuration, right? In the Salesforce production instance, you can do everything. You can do training, you can do development, deployment, testing, everything can be done with sandbox. Got it? So this is all about the sandbox. Coming to products, what are the products available in Salesforce? Right? We have different types of products like Sales Cloud. What are the different clouds that we have? We have something called Sales Cloud, right? Service Cloud, right? Commerce Cloud, Marketing Cloud, right? Collaboration Cloud, which is called Quip, right? Collaboration Cloud is called Quip. Then we have Analytical Cloud, IoT Cloud, Community Cloud, right? We have different types of clouds are available, right? We have different types of clouds are available, right? So the first cloud is Salesforce Cloud. The Salesforce brought this cloud very fastly, right? The very fast cloud for this company is called Salesforce Sales Cloud. They brought the sales into one cloud here, right? It's a CRM application, CRM system, which helps the companies to support the sales, provides marketing, customer support for the business to business B-com, like B2B, B2C aspects. You can all the kind of business you can able to do, right? So here, Salesforce automation is one of the popular sales tools. Help the business to enhance the speed of the sales process. In order to speed up your sales process, here the Salesforce is providing a lot of tools here, right? So with the help of Salesforce.com, so here 82,400 customers are using more than 135,000 applications, which is this is old data, right? But now it is 10 times more than that, right? So 20 times more than that. So this is old data, right? So umpteen number of data are there, more number of customers are there, more number of applications they are using, right? So thing is that it allows you to process more business in a less time. With the help of the Sales Cloud, you can develop your sales application and you can process your business, right? You can process your application, right? And you can track the sales, how much sales has happened, everything. You can maintain your customer details, right? You can collaborate it accordingly. You can do everything. What not you can do, right? You can do everything pertaining to sales here, right? You can customize your cloud, right, of service, that is cloud service of sales, that integrate all the customer related information at one place. You don't have all the information here at one place, right? Sales means it is connected with marketing also. So it includes marketing, sales, lead generation, customer service, business analytics, everything you're going to have, right? As yesterday I told you about App Exchange. What is App Exchange? Can anybody say what is App Exchange? App Exchange is a place there you're going to have all your applications there, like Play Store, right? Like how we have Play Store in a mobile application, similar way, Salesforce has App Exchange. Inside the App Exchange, you can see A number of applications will be there. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, right? Whichever you want to use it, you can download it and you can access it and you can make use of it. So Sales Cloud allows business to grow their account faster, get new customer, close the deal faster, right? So all these tasks can be performed anywhere inside the Sales Cloud. Similar way, when it comes to Service Cloud, the Service Cloud is going to be extension of Sales Cloud. If you when you purchase any product, right? And you purchase any product, what happens, right? So immediately after you purchase the product, the next day it will be delivered. Once it is delivered, the company will call you and say that the service provider, that is the service engineer, will come and give a demo, right? So then after he comes and gives a demo, he shows how to use their application, everything, how to use the gadgets or whatever it means, right? So later on, after 1 month or something, again you will get a call, right? So they'll ask you how the product is, how if you are you facing any problem, right? So like this, they are going to they're going to have interact with you and going to have a close relationship, right? So that to be a good customer, to be a good service provider, they want to give a best service provider. In case you want to get connected with them, or you want to lodge a complaint, you want to book a case, right? Yes, we have different platforms around. With the help of those platforms, we can able to connect and we can lodge a complaint within 24 hours or within 48 hours, depends upon the company's rule. They tend to come or they try to connect and then they'll rectify your problem, right? Pertaining to those tools, service will be maintained in Service Cloud. Got it? So this is a SaaS service built on Salesforce customer, right? Success platform. It provides 360-degree view. Later on, I'll show you what is 360-degree view, but not now, right? It is going to provide 360-degree view here. It's going to give faster and personalized service to the customer. It's going to give fastest service, right? Service Cloud is built in different Salesforce metrics, like average cases per day, cases by issues, resolution type by customer, right? So on, right? So likewise, we have different clouds here. The next one is Commerce Cloud. In order to develop your B2B application, B2C application, right? For such cases, for that shopping cart, you want to develop your shopping cart. For that cases, you can use this Commerce Cloud, right? You can maintain your application, right? For such cases, you're going to use this Commerce Cloud here. The next one is Marketing Cloud. So any product you want to market, right? You have to understand whether the product can reach the people in proper way, right? And then you're going to analyze it, right? For analyzing, right? After that, you're going to launch the product on the market, right? For analyzing, for analytical application, you're going to maintain here the Marketing Cloud, right? So Marketing Cloud provides you for your organization, right? It provides the marketing application you're going to maintain here. Likewise, Collaboration Cloud, WIP, and you're going to collaborate with multiple users, in-house user, external user, right? So you're going to discuss all the problems, right? You can post your questions, you can conduct pools, right? So you can collaborate with multiple users and tend to exchange your information. For such cases, you're going to use Collaboration Cloud, right? Analytical Cloud to analyze your product, right? So we're going to use for analyzing, we are going to have different tools here. Using the tools, we're going to analyze our product here. In that case, we go for an analytical cloud, right? Community cloud, right? In case you want to, for many purposes in an organization, there will be a lot of communities will be available, right? Something like private community, public community. So different types of community will be there, right? Private community, only the company users will be there, right? So like public community, everybody will be there, right? To exchange your information, everything, right? To have your business deals, right? For such cases, you're going to use Community Cloud, right? Likewise, we have different types of clouds are available here, right? Whereas coming to platform services, right? So like already I told you, yesterday itself I told you, we have different platforms available here, right? In Salesforce, there's a .com platforms are available, right? We have different platforms here. One is called Salesforce One, Post.com, Work.com, Data.com, S.com, Do.com. Likewise, we have n number of platforms are available. Salesforce One is meant for mobile application, right? To use your Salesforce in the mobile, right? Android or iOS, whatever it may be. Post.com is a platform which you're going to use extensively here. Post.com is a platform which you're going to use extensively here, right? So whereas using Post.com platform, you're going to use declarative method, point and click method. Without writing any code, you're going to develop your application. And in case you want to customize the complex thing. In that case, you go with Apex programming or a Visual Force page. So there is some doubt. Yeah, we use Sandbox for this class. No, we don't use Sandbox for this class. No, we don't have an access for Sandbox. We don't have an access for Sandbox here. We will not be able to use Sandbox here. Right? So we were discussing about the services here. Like we have Salesforce one, we have Force.com. Elaborately, we are going to discuss here. We are going to use Force.com platform. In the Force.com platform, we are going to use for a declarative method, developer like point and click method, and then we're going to use for developing your application. Work.com, right? It will be used by managers and employees of the company to improve the performance. Similarly, when it comes to data.com, only the business directors will exchange their information, their business information. In that case, they're going to use data.com, desk.com for help desk, right? So help desk, right? A call center, they might use desk.com. Do.com will be used by the task management in order to do task, right, for different business purpose. They go there. So likewise, it will be diversified. Different types of services are provided in Salesforce. Different types of services are provided in Salesforce, right? So now, what is the average salary? So like this is the old salary, but now all the salaries are increased, right? For each and every position, they provide, they give a different salary, right? This is a very old one, right? And coming to certification, what are certificates, right? The moment you learn the course will not be sufficient. So to market yourself, what you have to do is that you have to do a lot of certification, right? Once you complete one certification, you're called X certified. When you complete two certifications, you call 2X certified. When you complete three certifications, you call 3X certified. So likewise, we have n number of certifications here. Now, suppose you want to go as an administrator, right? You can do administrator, advanced administrator, app builder, right? So like this, you can go, like in case you want to go as a developer. Such case, you have to go for platform developer one. After administration, you can go for platform developer one, platform developer two, and so on, right? So likewise, we have n number of certification. So we do help us for certification also. Don't worry. After you complete this course, you can go for certification. I'll tell you how to get your vouchers and all the stuff, so that you can get your voucher and you can book for your slot. You can book your slot. You can write your certificate. The certification will help us to market yourself. Got it? Certification will help us to market yourself. Got it? So now overview of App Exchange. I told you what is App Exchange, right? What is the overview of App Exchange? I told you App Exchange is nothing but the place where you can get a lot of readily installed packages, right? Applications is available extensively, right? It is available here. So for every department, industry, it is available. It is an ecosystem, right? So more like ready to install solutions are available, right? Every week, right? A lot of reviews have been done. So many applications are there. You can able to install here. Now you can see here the application has been diversified, like apps, components, bold solution, lightning data, and so on. Here, when you go and see here, a lot of applications are there. Free and paid applications are available here. And free and paid applications are available. How would be this course helpful to me? What about placement packages? Yeah, like this course will help you to become a certified in administrator, right? And the placement and packages we have to discuss with our logical lab, right? Our institute. So they will explain you about the placements and packages. If right, I'm a trainer, I can train you all about the course here, right? Regarding placement, yes, you have to talk with the background team and you have to talk with your logical lab, right? They will help you out with your placement. Got it? So here we have lots and lots of applications are available. One is paid and free application. According to your requirement, you can able to purchase it, right? Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Opportunity. Like Are you working? No, where you working? Can you know what is your background? Mr. Vikas, can you know what is your background? You're from US or from here? You're from India. So I cannot tell what is the package now. It depends upon the company, right? So if it is a small company, like you are a manager in pharma company, well, okay, no problem. So that is you are from India, right? Mr. Vikas, you are from India, right? Yes. Okay, no problem. Thing is that there is something called journey to Salesforce. There is something called journey to Salesforce. You can start doing it right along with this course. Right. I'm going to give my hands-on. The same hands-on will be available in the form of badges and super badges. But once you do it, you get a lot of gifts also, swag. And apart from that, if you complete all the three modules, right? There's three modules. One is going to be admin module and the developer module. Once you complete all the three modules within a time, within the stipulated time, right, you will get swag here, and also you get connected with your company. Right, company will directly connect with you, and they will try to interview you. Got it? So for this, what you have to do, you have to use Journey to Salesforce. So it is only for Indian people. Got it? And you can widely can use that. You can start doing it very well. You can easily connect. You can get an opportunity in your Salesforce company. Yes, it is very easy that you can, but provided you have to work hard, strive and work hard and complete all the modules. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. You can ask our backend team also. They will help you out. So it is not a problem. Now you are an area manager, can very well get into Salesforce. There is no doubt about it. So many people, right? Even women after getting married, right? So they'll lose. They'll not do the job, right? After some years, so they will learn. They are learning Salesforce and they are joining the company. Yes. Both are same. So Trailhead and Journey to Salesforce both are same. Yes. So like pertaining to administrator or pertaining to developer. Average package in the sense for 3 years, you might get about if based on the certification, right? You have to do your certification. So just if you go and join as an administrator for 3 years experience, you might get about 9 lakhs per annum. But provided if you do certification with 3 years experience, you will go up to 12 lakhs per annum. That too depends upon the company. Okay, now we were discussing about App Exchange. I told you App Exchange is a place where a lot of applications were deployed here. You can make use of it, right? We're going to discuss about that later. But now we're going to discuss about declarative customization. What is declarative customization? Right? Without writing any code, we're going to develop my application using a point and click method, right? And in point and click method, we are going to develop our application. Though without writing any code, we are developing an application, but still we are called as developer here, right? Declarative customization requires an understanding of post.com concept here, right? What are that? You have to develop your application. You're going to create a tabs. You're going to create a page layout, record types, right? You're going to develop the user application, user interface with the help of declarative approach. You're not going to write any logic here, right? Any code. Without writing any code, you're going to develop the application, right? Workflow rules. So now there is no workflow rule. Instead of that, we are going to discuss about flaws here, flow. Then we're going to discuss about validation rule, right? Approval process, all these things. You're going to write your business logic. You're going to, using a declarative approach, you're going to, right? You're going to you're going to write the validation rule and all this stuff. Right? Then followed with like objects, what is object, fields, relationship, how you're going to maintain relationship with respect to data models, right? You're going to develop, right? You're going to use a declarative approach here, right? And already yesterday itself, I told you how to create your application, how to create your account, right? So once again, I'll explain you once again. You have to go to developer.salesforce.com. You have to go for developer.salesforce.com, and then you're going to sign up by entering your first name, last name, email, roll number, and your username should be in the form like Gmail ID. And once you register, right, a mail will be sent to your register mail ID. You're going to click on, you're going to validate it by entering your password, confirm password, right? After that, once you verify it, so then you're going to log into your org or like organization, right? You'll get into the organization here, right? So like we have additions here, right? So while creating a trial account, developer edition is given for your trial account. For you, developer edition has been given. So it is a combination of sales and service cloud. So here, whatever edition we are going to use it is a combination of sales and service cloud, right? Then, so we are going to have license. What are the license we are going to have? We're going to associate with different license here, like Salesforce 2 license, Salesforce Platform 3, production environment, right? We are going to use production environment here, right? So we are going to use a license like Salesforce 2, Salesforce Platform license. Salesforce 2 license will have, we have only 2 licenses here. Already I told you, right? Apart from that, we have platform license. But though we use platform license, we will not have an access to some application, right? Then we are going to use production environment. Once you complete your trials, everything, once you're done, once you created your account, what you're going to use, you're going for production environment, you're going to use login.salesforce.com. Already I told you yesterday. We're going to use login.salesforce.com. In case you want to test your application, https://test.salesforce.com for sandbox, you're going to use it, but you're not allowed to use sandbox here. Right? So now after this, what we do, once you log in, you go into your production environment. Right? If you see the URL, on the URL, you can see actually, but now it has been changed here. But before, initially, it is going to be ap4.lightning.force.com/lightning/setup one home and /home. What is this AP4? AP4 is nothing but it is Asia Pacific server, right? The server number is over here. So now the production servers are here, right? Now initially, about 2 years back, the URL will be displayed like this. But now, since you are connected directly with your domain, because the moment you give your company name, automatically will be considered as a domain, right? So the domain name will be displayed instead of your server name here, right? But these information you can get inside your company profile. Once you get into company profile, you'll come to know all these details, right? So here, so the URL would go like this, like a server name, followed with lightning application you're going to use, and platform you're going to use post.com platform. So /lightning/setup, you're going to connect with your setup home, right? So what are the servers? Because we are connected with Asia Pacific server, right? Because we are Asian country, right? We all connect with Asia Pacific. For American peoples, right, they used to connect with their North America, NEA. For European people, they try to connect with the European server. For California, they used to connect with CA, right? So likewise, we have different servers available here. Right? In case you want to know about the Salesforce functionality, right? How much it is working, right? That case you can go with trust.salesforce.com. We come to know, right? So whether Salesforce server is working perfectly or not. Right? Coming to versions, right? Here we have 3 versions here. We have summer version, spring, and winter version. We have 3 versions. One is called summer, spring, and winter versions are available. So now we fall on spring, like spring 23. Right? Every 3 months once, the season will change, the version will change, right? Already we have moved from summer to spring now. Then we'll go to winter, then again summer, then spring, then so on. So now it is called summer, like spring 23, right? It is not summer 20, it is now, it is called spring 23. So Salesforce is available in the form of classic and lightning. We don't use classic here, but we use lightning here. We use lightning here. Got it? So we are going to use a platform called lightning. So then we'll discuss about Salesforce server. And we're going to discuss about Salesforce server here, right? So I already told you, we have something called Asia Pacific server, AP4, AP6, AP32, AP16, that is an Asia Pacific server, right? Each and every server will be assigned an organization ID. Each and every server will be assigned with an organization ID. Every like what is organization ID? Now see here. So here ICICI Bank is there, Reddy Labs are there, Capital Info Solution is there, LIC is there. Likewise, we have different companies are there, different organizations. They would have purchased different organization here. Each and every organization will be assigned a 15-digit ID. Each and every organization will be assigned with a 15-digit ID. Right? That is what we call as organization ID. It is for every instance of Post.com, Salesforce will provide 15-digit character ID. Right? It is going to be unique. It is called as organization ID. Based on this ID, Salesforce will recognize the organization. Right? It is going to start with OOD. It is going to start with OOD. Right? Organization ID always start with OOD and followed with a 15-digit number. It is a case sensitive number. In case you want to make it case insensitive, finally you have to add 3 more letters to it so that it becomes case insensitive. Right? So this is nothing but organization ID. Now the first topic, what we are going to do, how do we enable and disable this autocomplete? Whenever you try to log into your salesforce.com, right, you have to enter the username. But now you don't remember what happens, right? Actually, you no need to remember it. No need to remember it, right? What do you do? Like we have to enable this auto catching. If you enable the auto catching, whatever username you enter there, the username and password will remain there. Right? Once you log in, you type login.salesforce.com. So when you press your pointer on the username, right, automatically the username will be displayed. Right? So no need to remember it. Right? Multiple usernames, login helps user to track the multiple account. You can able to switch from one organization to another organization also. Right? So I'm going to disable the auto catching here. Now for this, what you're going to do, you go to setup, you go to administrative setup, go to security controls, you have a section setting. Again, I'll tell you, you go to setup, administration setup, security control, then go with session setting. Right? So with that, what you do, you go to this page here, session setting. Right? And then here you can see catching here, and then you're going to enable all these 3 options here. Once you enable the catching and auto complete on login, enable secure and persistent browser catching to improve the performance, enable user switching, all these things you're going to enable. Whichever you want, you can enable it. Once you enable, what happens automatically, you can able to see that your username will be displayed. Right? So now see here, I'm going to show the demo. I'll go with login.salesforce.com. Right? Yesterday I developed my Salesforce login, right? Yesterday I developed my Salesforce login, right? I gave some name. Let me check it. What is the name I've given? Okay. It is like Raki. See, I'm able to see that Raki at logicallabs.com. See, it is automatically enabled. Right? My catch is automatically enabled. See here. Otherwise, the username will not be displayed, right? Now you can see that automatically when I press here, it is showing me option here, right? It is by default. So no need to memorize it. You click on here, only the password you're going to enter. You're going to enter the password. Right? So what is the password? Don't give the wrong password. Enter the right password. Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. So I just logged in. I just logged in here to my production environment. This is my production environment, which is going to be simple. It's a lightning platform, right? So this is the production environment. Now, on the left-hand side, we have a quick find box here. On the left-hand side, we have a quick find box. There, we are going to type, what we are going to type? We are going to type the session setting. So but either you can go with the menus like this. Setup, administration setup, security control, session setting. But here in our production environment, we have a quick find box, right? There you're going to type session setting. So when you type session, under security, we are getting session setting on the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, we are getting session setting here. On the left-hand side, we are getting session setting. I'm going to click on the session setting. I'm going to click on my session setting. Right? So now in case you want to add the standard, whatever you want, the session setting you want to add it, right? You can add it here. But I'll go scroll up. Where you have to go? I have to go for catching. So here I have catching here. Now see here, by default everything is enabled. Right? Enable catching and auto complete on login page. So enable catching is enabled. That's what my username is getting displayed here. Right? That's what. If I remove this, what happened? My username will not be displayed. Third has been catching is enabled. And ensure, right, enable secure and persistent browser catching to improve the performance. That also we have enabled. You can enable user switching. I have multiple user, right? I can able to switch from one user, we can able to switch here. Right? Remember me until the log out. That also can enable. Right? So content delivery network also you can enable here. Right? So once you enable, once you save it, right? After you enable here, once you save it, right? Once you enable, if it is not enabled, you have to enable here. And finally at the end, you'll have a save button, right? You have to click on save here. So now once it is saved, now when you try to log in, you can see the login will be displayed. Your username will be displayed there. The username will be displayed there, right? Again, I'll tell you, see here. So in case, right, after you log in, you want to complete auto catching, you want to complete it. That case, what you do, you go to your quick find box here, type session settings, right? The moment you type session, it is going to give the options here on the left hand side. You click on session setting, right? Scroll up, and you have different sections here. You have to go for catching. Make sure it is enabled. Right? Once if it is not enabled, you try to enable here by clicking on here, clicking on check boxes, and scroll down and save it. After saving it, then you try to log in, log out and log in. Whenever you try to log in, right, your username will be displayed there. Whenever you try to log in, your username will be displayed there. Got it? This is an example. This is nothing but so if user tries to log in from different devices, this catching will follow. Oh, no. No, the different devices it won't. The catching is only for this system, right? Not for different. I don't think so. Laptop. No, like whatever you are using, right? You're using for laptop, is for laptop, right? You are trying, you are logging into with the mobile. You can, if it is catch, then we can do it, right? If it is synced, no problem. All your mobile and your laptop, everything is synced. Then you can able to see that. Even if different device also it will work. If it is synced, then it's not a problem. Nowadays it is getting synced, right? Your Google, everything is getting synced, right? So that case will not be a problem. You can get it, right? This is an example for auto catching. So now you can log out. You can try to log out here. Right now, when I click here, you can see here several options, right? See here, I have different accounts here, like Lucky at logicalapp.com, S-Batch, right? Salesforce Batch 10, and Salesforce Batch 9. You have different option. I can able to switch from one option, one org to another org. So because I've enabled the catch so that I can able to see all my username. No need to remember it. No need to remember it. Alright. This is what we call the auto catch complete, right? Enabling the catching auto complete on Salesforce login page. This is an example for it. Got it? So, like we have enabled here in navigation with Salesforce application. Again, I'll try to log in here, like Rocket Logical Lab, right? Now I'm going to navigate, right, the page here, what all we have. Now, the moment you log in, right, so like it is going to, this is the environment, production environment, right? You can land up at the setup page here. On the setup page, you have home. When you click on home, this is a home page, right? We can get started with assistant bots, right? Mobile publisher, real-time collaboration documents here, and most recently used information will be displayed here. Most recently used information will be displayed here. All right. Most recently used information, right? Commonly today, what all records you are using, those information will be used here. But as of now, because I've connected with logical lab, right? Production environment is getting connected, right? So this is the home page. But still, we can customize my home page. But still, I can customize my home page. That customization my home page will see tomorrow, right? And here this is a home page, and they see you have an app launcher here. To launch your app, you're going to create our customized app, right? We have pre-apps, pre-launched apps are available here, right? So like standard apps are available, which has been created by Salesforce, like service, marketing, community, Salesforce chatter, content, sales console, service console. These are all the standard applications are available, apps are available. You can create a custom application also, right? You can create a custom application also, right? And after you create a custom application, you can search for the application and you can launch your application here using app launcher, right? Then you have object manager in case you want to create an object, right? Likewise, we have different types of object here. We have standard object, custom objects that we are going to discuss later, right? So the standard objects are called as accounts, contacts, like we have opportunities, right? Cases. We have different objects here. The standard and system objects are there. Apart from that, whatever we create, that is called custom objects, right? We can create using this object manager, or we have a menu here. Like through this, we can click on custom object and then we can create an object. Apart from that, we have user. We can connect with the user. You can click on this. You can go and see the user here. We can manage our users. We can create multiple users. We can we can customize our tabs. We can create email template. We can connect with flows. Right, everything we can do here. And apart from this, we have a lot of links are available here. Right, we're going to use each and every link one by one, right, according to your topics, right? So this is how we can see. Apart from here, we have some more tools here on the top. So here, this is a profile. You can click on profile here. So it'll tell you what is your profile name, your domain name here, right? Then we have options. I can able to switch from Lightning to Classic. I can able to switch from Lightning to Classic. When I click on Classic, it will take you to the Classic environment. This is a Classic environment. The look and feel will be old. The look and feel will be very old, right? Nowadays it is obsolete, right? Nobody is using Classic environment, even though it has umpty number of options here. Now it is not being used by anyone. Salesforce doesn't. Slowly it is stopping the support here. So it is asking us to use only Lightning platform, right? So that case we can click on switch to Lightning experience. We take you to Lightning experience here. So now extensively we are going to use Lightning experience here, right? Directly it goes to Sales Cloud. See here, which can have opportunity, leads, tab. This is a home page, right? When you click on, you can see the home page is customized here, right? Which has quarterly performance, today event, today task, right? Recently records, key recently opportunities, right? Deals and opportunity can come to know all the information. It's like a dashboard, right? This is nothing but your app launcher. Now it is a sales console, right? Which contains, this is a navigator bar, which has tabs here. So like we have a home page. Now this is now already we are in home page. Then we have opportunities tab, leads tab, right? Task, files, accounts, contacts, campaign, dashboard, report, starter, groups, calendar, and whatnot. Right? So many tabs are there. Right? We are going to discuss elaborately about all these things. Apart from that, we have a notification icon here. Gives all your notification here. Then you're going to click on gear icon here and to get into your setup page. And so here we have two setup page here. One is going to be sales setup, the other one is called service setup. One is called sales setup, the other one. Sorry, there was a power cut here. So there is a power cut here. Backend of Salesforce is AWS. Yeah. So there was a power cut here. You're able to view my page, right? You're able to view my page, right? You're able to view my page, right? Right. Okay. Okay, fine. So thing is that, so like I'll refresh here. Right, likewise, we have different tabs here, like home tab, opportunity tab, lead tab, task, files, and so on. We have different tabs here. Then we have profile page, notification icon, gear icon. The gear icon, we have setup here, two setup. One is going to be sales setup, the other one is called service setup. Then we have a developer console. The developer console is attached here, right? In case you want to write any code, developer code, you can click on developer console, right? You can write your code here. Apex programming. Right? You can write your code here. So we have a developer console here. You can write a code here. Right? For which a developer console has been attached here. Right? Then we have sales for help. Then we have something called guidance. Right? The guidance center. Then what all task you want, right? Global actions. So you can perform your global action here. Right? So like we have new events, new tasks, new contact, log a call, new opportunity. You can create new cases. All these things you can able to create. Then you have favorite. What are favorite data records you are going to enter? What are the favorites you're going to use it? That will be added here, right? So this is the navigation of your Salesforce production environment, right? Again, I tell you, we have app launcher. We have nav bar here. In the nav bar, we have tabs here. Then we have quick search, right? We have list of tools here. We have profile. Then you have navigation tool, your setup page, then help, then actions, right? So guidance, then global actions, favorites. Then you have here when you click on home page, right? So on the left hand side, so like or when you click on now it is gone to like what you have to do, you have to go to your setup page now. I'll click on setup page now. I'll take you to setup here. Take you to setup page here. Right now you can see list of links are available here. Right? This is your setup page. So always, when you want to come back, you have to come back to the setup page here. From here, you're going to launch everything. So this is all about navigating your tool, right? Navigating your organization, navigating your org here. Got it? Have you understood? Have you understood? Right? So tomorrow, we'll discuss from home page customization. We'll do home page customization. So then I'll give you a task. Then we'll discuss about organization setup, company profile, then physical year, right? Business hour, holidays, domain management, all those stuff we are going to discuss tomorrow. So these things we're going to discuss tomorrow. You have any doubts as of now? Have any doubts as of now? I think 3 classes. So you can ask our backend team, right? I think it is going to be 3 classes. 3 classes are free. So then I think you have to pay for it, right? Then you have to pay for the class. Better you can discuss with Logical Lab, right? Our backend team, you can get it. I think so. You'll be notified. Yes. Yes. So like once you pay the fees, you will be allowed to join the class. Any other doubts you have it? Any doubts you have it? If you have any doubts, you can, now it's a doubt session. You can ask the doubt. Any doubts you have it? If you have no doubts, then we can stop here. Yes, I think somebody has a doubt, right? Yeah, you can write your certification online. You can write your certification online. Yes, from home you can write your certification. Don't worry, I'll help you out. Any other doubts? Any other doubts you have it? Any other doubts you have it? Then we'll stop here. I think one more doubt somebody has. Okay, right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.